In the heart of the Vatican, the most intense battle in history is now raging. Pope Leo XIV, the reform he has unveiled is not a simple change. The abolition of Marian veneration, the controversy over the seven sacraments, the exposure of internal crimes, all of this has provoked the wrath of the conservative forces who want to protect tradition. Now the Vatican is being swept up in a huge maelstrom of cracks. Leo XIV is from Chicago, USA, the first American pope in history. Right after his enthronement, he criticized the excessive Marian devotion and declared, "All acts that obscure the unique mediation of Christ are to be abolished." In addition, by opening the Vatican's secret archives, which had been sealed for 200 years, he revealed the shocking truth to the world that there are only 4 sacraments. But the result of this revelation was a backlash that shook the Pope's authority, secret meetings of cardinals, and a movement to label the Pope a heretic. The conservative faction, led by cardinals, Fiorenzo, Rossi, and Navarro, has begun to move to overthrow the Pope. They prepared a document called Correctio Filialis and argued that the Pope had destroyed the essence of faith. Some even considered the extreme scenario of declaring the papacy vacant. And the more shocking part pointed out by conspiracy theorists is the fact that the shadow of the Jesuits and the Illuminati is behind this opposing force. The secret document the Pope revealed was their taboo for a long time, and the moment it was exposed to the world, the balance of power could be broken. Could all these events have been prophesied? Fatima's Last Secret contains a scene where the Pope and cardinals walk up a hill and fall, bleeding, and recently a scene of thousands of crows flying over the Vatican dome was captured. The water of the Trevi fountain turned red, and bizarre events were also reported, such as blood flowing from the Eucharist during Mass. Could this all be a simple coincidence, or is it a sign announcing the coming judgment and great tribulation? Pope Leo XIV's reform is not a simple religious choice, but an event that is shattering the internal power structure of the Vatican. There are even rumors that some cardinals are secretly discussing the Pope's assassination. The scene where Pope Leo XIV collapses from a heart attack in the Brazilian film El Habitante, and the new scenes of the Third Temple, construction and election of the Pope Peter. The Romans seem like a scenario that foreshadows the current situation, not just fiction. Conspiracy theorists connect this to a state-sanctioned hacking channel opened by the Jesuits and claim that a long-planned scenario is now being executed. If Europe and Russia clash, the Vatican will not be safe either. A scenario in which Christianity is almost wiped out in Europe, and the power of Europe is handed over to Muslim forces, and the headquarters of the 666 Antichrist, the Fatima Prophecy and St. Malachy's last Pope prophecy overlapped chillingly with the current situation in the Vatican. Pope Leo XIV is now walking the most dangerous path in history. Will his reform succeed, or will it end in internal betrayal and assassination? We are now at the doorstep of the Great Tribulation. Pray for the Pope, for the truth, and for the survival of the true gospel in this chaos. This is all evidence that the Great Tribulation, the end of the world, and the appearance of the Antichrist are imminent. If you want to know the right information, the destiny of humanity, and the destiny of Korea, follow us by subscribing.